player's car here today. You got one of these? You beat somebody. You arrived. Hey, the service information is pretty, it's not very good, to put it mildly. It's a bunch of instructions like you're putting together cheap furniture where the furniture looks nothing like what's in the picture. And the people are smiling while they do it. That's what it's like. So, thanks, Land Rover. Anyways, I can't find the information to make it easy. Couldn't find it on YouTube, so here I am, laying some gold at your feet. No charge. Plus you get to look at me. You know I'm the best looking tech. Here's the basics of it. If you can't figure it out from here, I can't help you. But what I can do is give you, do this, that means this does this, oh, radiator done, okay? So check it out. This is probably a two-parter. I have no idea how to load, upload, download, reload, side load, any kind of information. We're going to go ahead and take the front bumper cover off, alright? I've already loosened this up and just set it up here for demonstration purposes. Take the bumper off. Set it on a nice surface over here on the side. Get that off. Go ahead and take the headlights off. Got 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere in that vicinity. My dad would say, son, you see all this? Take all that off, then come get me. It'll take you about 6 hours. Get your headlights off, alright? I've already removed the other side. From there, you want to go take this off. Land Rover Evoke. In case you didn't catch the last one, make sure you know this is a hot car. And it's cool. So, anyways, check it out. You got the, saw the last video, headlights come off, your bumper cover comes off. At that point, I've already undone everything here. There's no hidden bolts. Everything's pretty accessible. So I can look at it and say, if I was a smart man, and I am, I would probably take this bolt off to get this thing off. So, anyways, take this horn setup, take that off. Set this with your pile of parts. Take off this air dam piece here. That's what it's called. It was a curse. It's called an air dam. It's an industry term. Once you got that off, take this bad boy out. It's important to note with this, it has the it has the latches for the hood on it, and I'll probably screw this up. But you'll want to mark. Hope you can see it. There's little lines here on each side. You'll want to mark where that latch sits, so that it goes, so you can put it back in the correct spot, or your hood won't shut properly, or it'll shut and it won't open. At this point, you can see everything's pretty wide open now. We got a shot here. We got some room to actually get our hands in here. And then yours truly, the best looking tech, me, will show you how to get the rest of this job done. Thanks. And we're back to wrap up how to get this radiator out of the car. Hopefully you followed along the first 2 videos and you're hearing your thing, come on man, get the thing out. That's all I care about. There are things to do. If you've gotten this far, you must have some sort of mechanical inclination. If not, you would have gave up and said, it's too hard, I can't. Well, yeah, I don't care if it's too hard. You got a job. You got a responsibility. You don't work on it for just a couple minutes and say, it's too hard. You get your butt out there and you fix that stinking car. Once you're at this point, you're going to want to go ahead and discharge the AC system. If you don't have the ability to discharge the AC system, there's a little thing called a Schrager valve here. Make sure there's no government drones flying around. Make sure you don't post it on Facebook for Greta Thunberg to see. And just pull it out real slow and as soon as it starts to come out, let it go and run off in the other direction. I'm just kidding, don't do that. That's not good. Anyways, AC system's discharged. You undo the bolts to go ahead and disconnect the condenser. That's separate. Undo the intercooler hoses on each side. Once those are done, there's two hidden bolts that come up from the bottom of the intercooler into the bottom of this, that go to the bottom of the radiator. You'll need to get those done. The last two things that are holding it in are going to be, there's also a tranny cooler over here. Just unbolt it, pull it out. At this point, you're going to have two clips on the front of the front part of the radiator. They go down into the intercooler. And so when I try to pull it up, it doesn't want to come. And the intercooler's still here. I can't take it out because the radiator is attached to it. So what do? Gotta go ahead and get it unclipped. Well, that's a pain in the butt. So you know what we do? You remember that movie Armageddon? They're having trouble getting back to Earth? And that dude says, "We fix like Russia!" He grabs himself a hammer. I don't think he had Snap-on in outer space because NASA's a government contracting group and they go to the cheapest bidder. But anyways, you get your Snap-on hammer, your Snap-on screwdriver, you take it here on that clip, say, "We fix like Russia!" Bang! There you go. You can whack it like that because those clips are part of the new radiator. Don't do that on a car that you can't replace the part. Anyways, cut that off. There's the clip. We busted that off. Intercooler comes right out. Ta-da! Yay! Look, I did it. That's out. We got two more clips that hold on the wiring harness to the cooling fans. You want to get yourself a nice tool to pop those out because you won't be able to put them back in. When you're done with the car, it needs to look like nobody worked on it. Unfortunately, this car, somebody worked on it. He wasn't me. He wasn't that good. It was obvious. His hands weren't touched by God. So you undo that. Grab your radiator. You're right. And there you go. There's the answer in a 3-part video to how to take the radiator out of a 2012 and applicable model year Land Rovers. There's no charge. I did this free of charge. Me helping you. I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, hey, remember, when I joke around in these videos, remember, when you work on a car, work on it. You want it to look like it came from the factory when you're done. It needs to look right. Go the extra mile. Find the matching clips. You know, make it look right. The customer needs to know that they're paying for quality, not for some hack that doesn't know what he's doing. Show the customers that you care. Thanks, guys.